What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the winter season of series number 9. Today, driving around in our F-150 trophy truck that we unlocked in the last video by doing the Baja Blazers Cross Country Championship. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. But today we're going to be jumping in to the All-Stars Road Racing Championship. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So All-Stars Road Racing Championship to get the Hummer H1, which you could actually do this one and then use the Hummer in the Baja Blazers if you wanted to do that. But our car restriction here for this championship is Classic Muscle, and it has to be in D class. So I've got 3 cars set up and ready to go. So we'll jump over here and take a look at our races and then jump into that first one. So let's take a look at what races we have here. Circuit, sprint. Okay, so 2 circuit races and a sprint. All right, first race here, Tierra Prospero circuit. And we are jumping in to the 1979 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. The share code for the tune, along with the name of the tune and name of the tuner, will be up on the screen if you want to check it out. I do give you the name of the tune and name of the tuner, just in case the share code does change, and that does happen. If the tuner decides that they want to modify the tune at all, and they go in and change anything down to even just tire pressure, it will change the share code. So just be aware of that. If you can't find it off the share code, try searching for the name of the tune or the name of the tuner. So we'll see what this thing can do. We're looking good so far. Catching up. This thing's relatively stable. It's obviously all-wheel drive because that just makes these championships a lot easier, even if it's not like super most realistic thing to drop all-wheel drive into a muscle car. It is what it is. Something I want to bring up is I'm going to use 3 different cars for this championship, so I use one for each race, but you do not have to do that. You can use one for all 3 of the races if you want to do that. I use 3 just to show you guys different options that can be used, because not everybody has every single car. So if you do find a car or a tune, it could be that you're using the Z28 as well, but you have a better tune. Definitely go join the Bomb Gaming Discord server. There's a link to it down in the description, and there is a channel in that Discord server reserved just for the Horizon 5 Festival playlist. So if you find something that works well, definitely go throw it in there. All the tunes that I use, I'm not saying that they're the best. I'm just giving you guys my opinion of them, and they just fit my driving style for the most part. So just be aware of that. But I do not get anything from you guys using these tunes. These are created tunes by other users. So I don't benefit in any way, shape, or form if you don't use them, or if you do use them. So if you guys do have better options, or if you guys are tuners yourself, definitely throw your stuff down in there if they're good. You know, we can kind of help you guys get off the ground in the tuning scene on here, and make some money on the game, obviously, by people using your tunes and stuff like that. So but to keep this video from being ridiculously long, since we are through 1 lap, well, 1.5 laps at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and skip towards the end of this race unless anything interesting or funny happens. So I'll see you guys here in just a second as we approach the finish line on the 3rd lap. All right, here we go, across the line, and we absolutely killed the drivatars there. So that tune worked out really well after we got up and going. It was a little slow at the start, but just kind of some consistent driving throughout there got us a huge lead on the drivatars, 10 seconds at that. So you can see here on the far right, I did get 20 points for coming in first, and that is another important thing about these seasonal championships. You do not have to come in first on all 3 of these races. You only have to come in first in points at the end of the 3 races. So if I hit continue, this is the championship leaderboard, and this is where you need to be in first place at the end of the 3 races. So you can see we are currently leading with 20 points. We'll take another look at this after our second race and have a better idea of that as well. So we'll go ahead and jump into that next one and into our next car. All right, here we go with the Estado circuit. So knocking out both circuit races off the bat, but we were jumping into the 1965 Pontiac GTO. Share code for the tune will be up on the screen. And let's see what this thing is. Got a ton of wheel spin there. This is a tune that I haven't used, or a tuner that I haven't used but a few times. So I think this one's more of a power build. So this one might not be a great idea for newer people. Okay, come on. Can we get out of the way, please? Can't get around this Mustang. Doing Mustang. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can't get go. We've got wheel spin galore. I think once we get up and going in this thing, it should be okay, more or less getting there. Like I said, this is probably going to be a little fast and hard to control for newer players or less experienced drivers. I mean, me, I'm not having the greatest time with it either, just because it's probably not meant to just drive with your pedal to the floor, but I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I don't have the greatest throttle control and braking and stuff like that, so this thing is not, I would just not use this one unless you are very confident with it. It is just all over the place for me, so we're gonna see if we can't get a few more positions. Like I said, we don't have to come in first, we just don't want to come in last, because points do matter. It doesn't really matter where you finish outside of, you have to make sure that you can beat the drivatars. So we're up in the 4th. I would say, yeah, stay away from this thing for the time being. But yeah, we're gonna skip towards the end of this race just to see if I can get any positions. Again, I don't want to make it any longer than it needs to be. I don't 100% know that I'll be able to catch up first and second anyway. All right, coming through this last little section. We didn't catch up the first and second. We did get third, and that's just kind of where we're gonna finish off. I've actually got another tune from this guy set up for the last race. This one was named MT, so I don't know if that means like manual transmission, and it would have probably been better after like listening to it like rev. I mean, it would like redline really bad, but we're gonna continue and see about using that the tune that I've already got set up, the same tuner, and see if that works any better. But we're jumping into a different car, so you can see we did get 14 points there on that race. So will be a good example. You don't have to come in first, but you can see we are 2 points behind Mr. Draco now. So we need to make sure that we at least beat him and get pretty high on the points there. So we'll go ahead and jump into that last race and into the Oldsmobile Toronado. All right, guys, here we go with the Volcan Sprint and jumping into the 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado. So I actually changed this up. I'm not using a tune from that guy. I honestly didn't even see that the GTO was rear-wheel drive. It obviously felt rear-wheel drive as we were driving it, but I didn't even pay attention to the tune that it was not all-wheel drive. So that was why that was so difficult to drive, because it just had a ton of power, and all that going to the back wheels around those turns is not very easy. And whether you like it or not, I try to make these videos, and I should say like that, whether you agree with only using all-wheel drive for these videos or these championships, that's fine. If you don't want to use all-wheel drive, I try to make these videos so that it's easier on people, and that tune and car did not make it easier on me, at least. So I want to make sure that we're just giving the best options that are available for people to do this with ease. So this thing's working really well. I think this is a car passive vehicle. Could be mistaken on that. But yeah, this one from Grundy. We've used Grundy tunes in the past. That's probably the majority of what tunes are that I use are from Grundy, and he works out really well. He fits my driving style at least. And just the all-wheel drive makes, especially like going up this, it would have been a little more difficult doing this with that GTO especially. So this thing's working out wonders though, and we're looking good. Got nice red paint on it, so just gotta stay in first and we'll be good to go on this championship. Who's in second? There we go. So it may end up that we actually tie if he comes in second place, and if you do tie, at least from my past experiences, it does give you the win. So we'll see how that goes here though. I'm pretty certain that that's the way it's always been for me when I've tied a couple of times that's happened. But again, we'll see here in a few minutes. Something else I want to talk about, and I brought it up in my last video, is I am expecting the birth of my first child at the end of July is the due date, but with every passing day, it seems like that might be a little bit closer. So I just want to give you guys the heads up that there is a chance that in the next couple of weeks, there may not be new festival playlist videos on the channel. I want to get back to those as soon as I can, but obviously family comes first, and I want to make sure that, you know, we are situated in a routine and stuff like that before, you know, I give attention to other things. But on that note, I will have some videos going up on the channel throughout however long that period is. I've recorded a good amount of F1 or F122 my team videos, so I'll have some of those going out. I've got some you know, just casual driving Forza videos. I didn't want the channel to become stale with nothing on it, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that, you know, there's probably going to be a break in the festival playlist videos in the near future. I don't know how long that break will be, and when I do get back to recording, it may be to where I'm not recording them on Thursdays. It may be more of a, like, on Saturdays or Fridays or whenever I get availability, because, you know, I got to do the whole family thing, and again, family does come first. I do appreciate you guys, all your support, but, you know, it's a personal matter as far as, you know, making sure family is situated and stuff like that. But across the line we go. That one worked out really well. I would say the Trans Am's probably your best bet, or the Camaro, not the Trans Am. It worked out really well. It had really good handling and all that fun stuff. But we did get 20 points there. As you can see, we beat him out. Okay, so we got 54 points in total. Again, this is a good example that you can win the championship by even if you lose a race. So if I hit continue here, it will give us that 2006 H1 Hummer. But there we go. That is the All-Stars Road Racing Championship here in the Winter Season Series number 9. I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did either, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content. I will get back to those at some point after, you know, baby comes around. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you in the next video.